What's up, guys? Chris over here at Cover 7. We have a game going under the radar this weekend, and that's Ohio State laying 7.5 points here at Washington. The over-under set to 52. Look, I want to talk about both these teams real quickly and just give you my thoughts. I'm a Big Ten guy. I'm a homer. I always root for the Big Ten. Look, I don't think anybody's talking about Julian Sand in Ohio State right now, and I think that might be a good thing, right? Everybody remembers the Week 1 game. I'm sure you guys watched it against Texas. Both quarterbacks in that game, including Arch Manning, didn't look very good. Now, Julian Sand, yes, he won the football game. I thought he played okay. This was really his first ever start and first ever game, to be completely honest with you. I thought he played okay. He didn't lose the game. Now, I don't think he did anything crazy in that game either. But since then, and I know they played a couple, can of peas here in Grambling in Ohio, dude's looked really, really good. He's thrown for over 300 yards in those games. Completion percentage is through the roof. He's averaging like almost 80% on the year. Pretty damn good. And I'm not coming on here saying I'm a quarterback whisperer or anything, but if you guys watch this guy's mechanics and his motion, dude, it's pretty to watch. This guy's got really good fundamentals throwing the football, incredibly accurate, which is very impressive. Now, he's not going to kill you with his legs, but competent quarterback only getting better. I think that's what you want to see here. Now, he's going to be going into a tough environment. I don't know if you guys know this, but Washington hasn't lost at home in like 3 or 4 years. It's been a while. It's a tough place to play, so it's going to be very interesting how he handles this game. Very similar to what Dante Moore is going to be facing this week when he goes on the road to Happy Valley, right? Same can apply here for Julian Sand. Now, Ohio State as a whole, look, I talk about these guys at length. Ohio State has been one of the best teams and programs in my lifetime, especially the last 10 to 15 years. These guys recruit at an incredible level. They are wide receiver U, in my opinion. Jeremiah Smith might be the best player in the country. Hell, I said that last year. He might be this year as well. Look, he's really good. Now, I know he doesn't have the crazy catches so far this year or the monster stat lines, but I think he's going to have some big plays in this one, and I actually truly think it happens here, but we'll see. Cardinal Tate on the other side of the ball is just as good. If it weren't for Jeremiah Smith, we'd be talking about this guy like we do Jeremiah Smith, so he's that damn good. The offensive line looks pretty solid. On the defensive side of the ball with the Buckeyes, man, these guys are elite. I expect them to make some plays in this game. Ohio State had the best defense last year in the country. That secondary, in my opinion, is the best in the country here. So let's talk about the flip side here about Washington. Look, Demon Williams, dude, this kid, if you don't know who he is, really making a name for himself currently. He's put up some big numbers, kick and run the football as well, can throw the ball, very athletic quarterback, very impressed. He's young as well. But in the same regard here, who has he really played? Look, Colorado State, they won that game 38-21. It was first game of the year. They played UC Davis. That sounds like a law firm. They beat them 70-10, and then played, obviously, their arch rival, their in-state rival, Washington State, which I put no stock into. Washington State and Oregon State, since the Pac-12 disbanded, they're just terrible. I hate to say that because it's kind of sad, actually, but they dismantled Washington State 59-24. Numbers look good so far for the offense for Washington. Jonah Coleman, dude, he's a running back. This guy is a stud as well. He's got 9 touchdowns already on the year. The wide receiver, who's the kid? Is it Denzel Boston? This kid is a stud, too. This guy makes plays. He's averaging north of 15 yards per catch. Got a couple touchdowns on the year as well. So, offensively, Washington has looked really good. Here's my thing, though, in this game. Look, I'm just going to get down to it and make it quick here. Look, I am no Ohio State fan by any means. I was very high on Washington this year. Why? I like Jed Fish. If you guys remember, he was over at Arizona. Did a really good job building that program up, and then obviously took the job after DeBoer left over at Washington last year, brought some of his players over there. I like Fish as a head coach. I think he does know what he's doing. I think he's one of the better coaches in the Big Ten. He doesn't get talked about enough, and this is year 2 here. And this team, man, I like the offense, but, man, you are running into a buzzsaw, in my opinion, in Ohio State's defense this game. Look, I get it, man. I know a ton of people are all over Washington here in the points, and I understand why. I get it. They're at home. They don't lose there. They always play really, really well. Look, this is Ohio State we're talking about. I think Ohio State's been sleepwalking, if you want to call it that, the past couple of weeks. They beat Texas. Yes, that was a big opener this season. I think Ohio State comes in here and plays really well. I think they win this game by probably close to 2 touchdowns. Now, I'm not trying to upset anybody, and I've been wrong before, and I will admit that I'm wrong. Just like I was wrong about Indiana and Illinois last week, I may have to come back on here and hype up Washington. But, hey, I like Julian Sand. I like the way he's played and rebounded after that week 1 win. He looks really good. I honestly think they can get the ground game going. Nobody's talking about this either. Washington's defense is a little sus. I know the stats look good against the run. You can exploit their secondary, though, a little bit. I think Jeremiah Smith has one of these big breakout games. It's either him or Tate or both, honestly. In the way Sand throws the football, he's accurate. I don't think he's going to turn the ball over here. Even if he does, let's say Julian Sand doesn't turn the ball or does turn the ball over, throws a couple picks early. Maybe Washington's ahead by 3 or 7 at halftime. I still think Ohio State wins this game, dude. I think they can get the ground game going there. Donaldson's too good. What is it? Jackson's the other back, man. They're too good, man. I like Washington. I do. I have them picked to finish like 6th in the Big Ten this season. I think they're one of the sleeper teams, and I do think this program will get better under Fish. But I think they're going to take their first loss of the year here at home, where they never lose. So, guys, I'm laying the points here with Ohio State. I would like to see this get down to 7. Mind you, a little bit of a key number here with 7, but this game opened up at minus 10.5. So a lot of money on Washington. The sports books obviously thought, Ohio State was a 10-point favorite. I'm going to jump on Ohio State here if this gets to 7. I'll even take it at 7.5 currently. As far as the over-under goes, I really don't have a play or a side in this one. I don't jump on over-unders very often. Just not my thing, especially if you've been following this channel. So with that being said, guys, check out my other videos this week. I released a couple other ones. There's a lot of good games this weekend. Tomorrow I'm probably going to drop another game as well, who I'm looking at. I'm not going to let you guys know yet, but be in tune for that one. And like I said, appreciate the support, guys. I cannot say that enough. It's been a fun couple of weeks starting up my podcast, dude. And like I said, it's more about just getting to know other fans of other teams. Like I said, I come on here a lot, and I know I repeat this a lot. I'm a big Husker fan. I love the Big Ten in general, but I like to get to know other people and get to know about other people's teams, right? I like to think I know everything there is to know about Nebraska football. Obviously, I don't. And it's fun in the comment section to get other people's takes as well. So with that being said, guys, I appreciate the support, and we'll see you next time.